Hello there. Today, I'd like to take you on an ASMR journey into a world of relaxation and rejuvenation. This talk is going to be slightly different to most of my others, in that it's a guided visualization based on a performance technique that I use in the real world, usually with clients who come to me for help with their voices. I made a similar video once before, last summer. That one was called A Journey Into Deep Relaxation, and that was also based on a technique that I use with my real-world clients. However, this video is going to be slightly different to that one, in that it has a slightly different emphasis. That video was all about deep relaxation, rest and sleep. This video is also about relaxation and letting go, and it will begin in a similar way to the last one, but it will then lead you on into a visualization that's designed to be more restorative, that will hopefully refresh you and rejuvenate you as well as relaxing you, and which ultimately will, I hope, help you to connect to your own innate sense of personal power and personal energy. If all this sounds a bit woo-woo, then please don't worry. It's basically just a vocal technique that's used by a lot of professional actors working on the stage, as well as by my clients who are wanting to increase their vocal presence and performance within the working world. What I've found in the course of doing this work is that those clients often experience this technique as something that's quite uplifting and quite empowering, as well as relaxing. As it's the new year, and as I record the beginning of a new decade, I thought it might be rather nice to adapt the exercise into a non-vocal visualization that you can do just to relax and revitalize yourself as we go into this new year. So it's a little New Year gift from me to you, and I hope it helps you to start off your year, or your day, or your week, or that new weekend, or whatever the time of year is when you're listening to this, in a relaxed, calm, refreshed, and positive state of mind. As usual, there'll be a few images on the accompanying slideshow if you want to look at something while you listen, but they're very much window dressing in this case, and so there's no need to look at them at all. With this talk more than ever, I would encourage you instead to close your eyes, relax, and let my voice guide you. So, welcome to this guided visualization for relaxation and rejuvenation. Let's begin by making ourselves comfortable, either by sitting or lying down. In a real-world session, I would ask my clients to lie down on the floor in a semi-supine position. And just as a quick aside, if you happen to be one of my real-world clients listening to this talk, then please feel free to lie on the floor in the usual way and make the usual vocal sounds that normally go along with this exercise. However, for the rest of us, we can just settle down either on a bed or in a comfortable chair or on a sofa, and we can let our bodies start to sink down into a more relaxed state. As you begin to settle, I'd like you to take your attention to your breathing and just notice the rhythm of your breath as it flows in and out of your body. You don't have to change that rhythm. I don't need you to adjust it in any way at all. I'd just like you to notice it and take a moment to acknowledge and enjoy the fact that your breath continues to flow in and out all of the time, day and night, sustaining and rejuvenating you without any conscious effort on your part. Your breath is there for you, regardless of what you do or don't do, regardless of what you're feeling or not feeling, or what you're thinking or not thinking. It makes no judgment on you. It demands nothing from you. It simply continues to flow in and out, reoxygenating your blood cells, revitalizing your body, keeping you alive. And you can rely on it to keep doing this for you as you listen to my voice and begin to gently let go of the cares and stresses you're currently carrying with you. So now, as you continue to allow your breath to flow in and out in its own rhythm, I'd like you to refocus your attention and your sense of awareness onto your feet. Just take a moment to really notice your feet. And as you notice them, let them relax. Let go of the muscles in your feet. Let all of them soften and release. And you can also imagine the bones in your feet softening and melting away, as well as the bones in your ankles and your shins. You can relax and soften the muscles in your calves and the back of your knee. You can imagine softening your kneecap, as well as the thigh bones and the thigh muscles. Just let them go and softly release them. Relax your buttock muscles and all the muscles in your pelvic region. Let them release and soften. Imagine that your tailbone is softening and melting away, along with every single tiny little vertebra in your back. Release the back. Let it sink down. And release all the muscles that support the spine. Relax your shoulder blades. Let them sink down and imagine them melting away. Relax your shoulder caps and let your upper arms soften and release. Imagine your elbows melting away and let go of any tension in your forearms and wrists, in your hands and fingers. Let them go. Let them release. Let them relax. Take your attention now to the nape of your neck and imagine it melting away and softening. Release and relax all the little vertebrae in the back of the neck. And imagine your skull relaxing and releasing. Imagine your scalp softening and your head growing heavier as it sinks down into a deeper state of rest and relaxation. Soften the forehead and the ears. Soften the eye sockets. Make sure that your closed eyes aren't creased up and that you're not holding any tension around your eyes or in your jaw. Let your jaw relax. Imagine your cheekbones softening, your chin, your nose and mouth. And then take your attention to your throat and your collarbones and your chest. Let everything soften and release and relax. Let go of your diaphragm and the muscles in your abdomen and draw your attention down to your center. By this, I mean the area just below your navel and above your groin, your lower abdomen. And I want you to imagine that you can breathe right down to this area. In reality, of course, you can't. Your lungs don't extend quite that far, but that doesn't matter. If you visualize breathing down to your center, then that will expand your lungs to their fullest capacity, and it will work your diaphragm, and it will help you to breathe more fully and more freely, so that your body receives more oxygen. And as you inhale down to your center and exhale up from your center, I want you to imagine that breath deepening and expanding and filling your whole body with wonderful, rejuvenating oxygen and life. Let your breath wash over you like the waves of the sea, relaxing and releasing you with every new breath in and every new breath out. And now, as you continue to breathe to your center, I'd like you to visualize a tiny pinpoint of light inside your body at your center. You can think of this tiny pinpoint of light as a star, if that helps. A star that is inside your body and that represents your spark of life, your personal power, your physical energy in the world. And you can imagine this light as being white or silver, like a star, or you can imagine it in your favorite color. But either way, I want you to visualize it as being very bright and strong. It's tiny. It's a tiny pinpoint of light, but it's full of energy and power. And as you continue to breathe down to your center, I want you to imagine that you're actually breathing down to this light, and that you're going to use your breath to oxygenate this light and feed this energy. Just as oxygen feeds the flames of a fire, so your breath is going to power up this light. And so every time you breathe in, I want you to imagine that light becoming even stronger and more intense. And every time you breathe out, I want you to imagine that intense light expanding. Breathe down to the light and intensify it. Exhale from the light and let it expand through your center. And as you continue to do this, inhaling and exhaling to and from the light, that tiny pinpoint begins to grow larger. As it expands, it begins to fill your center, and soon it's no longer just a pinprick of light. It's a ball of light. It's a ball of energy that's continuing to expand and grow as you power it up with your breath. And this light is dynamic. It's in constant motion, spinning and swirling at your center, full of energy and power and life. And as that power expands and you acknowledge it and connect to it as your own power, your own inner source of strength and energy and vitality, I'd like you to focus on owning that power, welcoming it, feeling at one with it as it continues to expand with your breath and fill the whole of your center. You can imagine that the whole of your center now is illuminated with this brilliant, powerful, energizing light. And as you continue to inhale and exhale to your center and continue to intensify and expand that power, you can imagine now that it's spreading through your body. Visualize it lighting up your pelvis like an underground cavern that's suddenly filled with beams of light. Feel that light stream down your legs, along your thigh bones, through your kneecaps, down your shins and into your feet. You can even imagine that it's sparking and humming in your toes, making them tingle. Let that radiant light spread through your buttock muscles and light up your tailbone just like a light bulb. And let it stream up your back now, switching on every single one of your vertebrae and spreading out along your back muscles to reinvigorate and rejuvenate them. Let that powerful energy surge up through your shoulder blades, illuminating your shoulder caps and streaming down your arms. Feel that wonderful radiant sense of energy tingle at your elbows. Feel it well up in the palms of your hands and feel it sparkle in your fingertips. Feel that light surge up your neck and into your skull. Feel that light stream down your face, through your eyes and your nose and your mouth. Let it clear a channel as it streams down your throat, and let it warm up your chest as it lights up your collarbones, your diaphragm, your lungs. Let it stream down through all your vital organs, rejuvenating them. And as you finally return your focus back to your center, become aware that your whole body is now filled with that wonderful energy, power and light. Your whole body is illuminated and radiant. Your whole body is surging with your own unique and innate power. So as you feel that radiance within you, I want you to continue breathing down to your center, continuing to inhale and intensify the light, and continuing to exhale and expand the light. And because your body is already so full of this wonderful, revitalizing, dynamic energy, as the light continues to expand, it beams out from you. It beams out from your kneecaps and your toes. It beams out from the knuckles on the backs of your hands and your fingertips. It beams out from the crown of your head, from your ears, from your nose and chin. It beams out from your shoulders and your diaphragm and your tailbone. It glows on your skin and illuminates you not just on the inside, but on the outside too. And as you continue to breathe to your center and exhale from your center, you can imagine sending that light out from you across the room. Use your breath to power up your personal energy and imagine sending it in dynamic beams across the bed or the chair or sofa that you're sitting on, across the floor, into the corners of the room, and up the walls. As your energy and your dynamic power travels through the room, you can imagine that it's so vibrant, so dynamic, so powerful, that it makes the floor beneath you hum and vibrate, that it makes the walls vibrate, and the windows and doors rattle in their frames. And as you continue to breathe to your center and exhale and expand your power, you can imagine sending it up the walls to the ceiling and making the light fittings dance and vibrate with your power. Breathe to your center and expand and send that light out into the rest of the building now. Imagine the roof tiles rattling with your dynamic, radiant, brilliant presence. Send that power out into the street beyond, and imagine the pavement and the road outside vibrating and humming and thrumming with your power. Send it out to the trees and use your energy to revitalize them too and connect with them. And the leaves on the trees, and the birds that perch there, and the soil that the tree roots go down into, and the blades of grass that are humming and thrumming now with your power. Send your energy into the world. Send it up to the sky. Send it down into the earth, knowing that your energy is limitless, that it rejuvenates itself with every new breath that you take into your center. And so you have an ever-expanding and ever-increasing supply of power that you can send out to the whole world. Send it out with love if you want to. Send it out with gratitude. Send it out with a strong sense of who you are and what your place is in this world. Send it out with joy, knowing that you can not just survive in this world, but you can thrive in it. You can enjoy it. You can live in a free and authentic and powerful way that brings life and meaning to yourself and to the world around you. And as you continue to breathe to your center, take a moment now to check in with your body and just notice if any tension has crept into any of your muscles or joints. If it has, just release it. Let your body soften. Let your bones sink down. Let go of any tension. Notice your breath flowing in and flowing out, continuing to sustain you as you drift deeper and deeper into soft and warm relaxation. I hope you've enjoyed this visualization. I hope it helps you to relax and start or finish your day in a positive and happy state of mind. I'd like to wish you a very happy new year. May 2020 be filled with joy and warmth and good things for you. And I hope you'll be able to join me again soon for another ASMR adventure. Until then, thank you so much for your company. Goodbye.